Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
Good day. And if you think political scandals are messy, try mixing monarchy, tradition, and a public that suddenly refuses to stay polite. Denmark's royal family is facing a backlash so fierce it could rattle even the sturdiest crown jewels. While Australians are used to debates over budgets and leadership spills, this is a whole other level. Palace tension, generational conflict, and public outrage all wrapped into one high-stakes drama. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to Royal News Daily and click the notifications bell. That way you are always first in line for the stories shaking monarchies, politics, and power structures alike, because this one is pure intrigue. Now let us break down why the backlash is happening. The Danish monarchy has long relied on a delicate balance: tradition, accessibility, and a reputation for stability. That balance is cracking. Recent decisions, ranging from changes to royal roles to visible differences in how King Frederik X and Crown Prince Christian operate, have sparked debate, frustration, and even criticism in the press. And once the conversation becomes widespread, it is no longer private, it is a public reckoning. Australians know this story well. We've seen how even minor missteps by leaders can snowball into major controversies. The difference here is visibility. A monarchy is meant to inspire confidence and continuity. When the public senses uncertainty, that trust evaporates fast. The backlash is amplified by generational differences. King Frederik represents continuity and decisive leadership. Crown Prince Christian represents a monarchy still learning to adapt to modern expectations. Supporters argue that the heir is being carefully prepared, but critics see it as indecisive or overly managed. In other words, the palace appears divided, and in politics, as in monarchy, perceived division is dangerous. Economic and social context is also critical. Denmark, like Australia, is navigating rising costs and social pressures. Luxury, ceremony, and inherited privilege are being scrutinized more than ever. The public is watching to see if the monarchy understands modern realities. Every misstep or delayed explanation compounds the sense of disconnect. Here's the heart of the issue. Perception matters more than reality. Even a minor disagreement or public pause can feel like chaos when amplified through the media and public commentary. Australians understand this instinctively. A poorly handled press conference or a half-answered question can dominate headlines for weeks. For the Danish royal family, that dynamic is amplified globally. The rift between tradition and modernization plays a central role. While reforms are necessary for the monarchy to remain relevant, rapid changes without clear communication create tension. The public begins to question not only the decisions themselves, but also who truly holds influence within the palace. And once doubt enters the conversation, it is very hard to remove. Now, let us be honest, backlash is not always destructive. It's a warning, a signal that expectations are evolving. For the Danish royal family, this backlash is a chance to reconnect, to show transparency, and to clarify the vision for the monarchy's future. Australians know the value of course correction. It separates leaders who survive scrutiny from those who do not. At its core, this is a story about trust and relevance. The monarchy survives not by tradition alone, but by public belief that it understands contemporary life. When that belief falters, the backlash is inevitable. Denmark is experiencing that reality now, and the lessons extend well beyond royal protocol. The final point is simple. The crown is more than jewelry. It represents authority, responsibility, and expectation. Right now, that responsibility is under intense public pressure. How the Danish royal family responds will define not just their legacy, but also the broader perception of inherited leadership in an era where scrutiny is relentless. Thank you very much for watching Royal News Daily.